Emma is in San Bernardino. Emma, welcome to the Ramsey Show.
Hi, guys. Thanks for having me on.
Sure. What's your question?
So my husband is a real estate agent, and he's been with a company for about 3 years now. But his boss is very inappropriate. He's had about 3 lawsuits against him for sexual harassment.
Whoa.
Jeez.
He only hires employees who are under the age of 25 and blonde and skinny.
Is his boss
that have no
Leonardo
experience.
DiCaprio? This is wild.
And he makes really inappropriate comments about women, and he recently had an affair with an employee, and the employee got mad at him for whatever reason and sent out a huge email to tons of different lenders and other agents, and just basically saying, don't hire these people, don't work with them. And I don't really want my husband to be with this company anymore because of his boss. And
Emma, how does your husband feel? What's your husband say about all of this?
He kind of, we haven't really talked too much. I think right now, because my husband's making good money, I don't know if he will really be open to that, but I'm worried something major is going to happen soon.
Oh my gosh. It feels like you want to stay in the band on the Titanic because of the money, but we can see it sinking.
Yeah, that's the perfect way to put it.
So I think he needs to see the writing on the wall going, this guy's got multiple lawsuits against him. People are trying to actively take him down. The money may be good now, but number one, at what cost of your soul and sticking around with a guy of this level of integrity? And then number two, going, this money may not be around a year from now as word gets around in the real estate world.
Yeah, is he on a certain commission system? Because if it's like with a company or a brokerage, can he just change brokerages?
Yeah, he's had other agencies reach out to him because he is a really good real estate agent.
Yeah,
he sells a lot.
And that's usually, most of the time, that's where you're going to find that you make the money as a real estate agent is you, not necessarily the company. Now, granted, there are some more companies that will put marketing dollars behind you and all of that, but he's the secret sauce, your husband. So regardless of where he goes, he'll be able to perform and continue to make great money. So my big thing, Emma, is I would be talking to him about it and
just make your feelings clear. I'm not comfortable with you working around this guy.
Yeah, because of his integrity. Like, the guy is a creep, and it's like, if he's a creep with other people, I'm like, oh, I don't know. You just don't want to be around that. And is he doing weird business? Like, usually when you have a lack of integrity in one area of your life, sometimes it spills into other areas. So I would just be worried
this guy's not even trying to hide it.
From like a cultural standpoint, it's really toxic. But then also, who knows what he's doing behind the scenes with
this is just the tip of the iceberg to keep the Leo and Titanic references going.
Yeah. They've had their place vandalized because he slept with a married woman who was an employee, and her husband found out. So 3 guys he hired and came and just broke windows.
So the boss is one thing, right? But it's you and your husband that need to make this decision. And so that's what I want to focus on. And so the fact that you haven't brought it up to him yet, or that it hasn't been a conversation, that's more of okay, here's what's in my control is, hey, I can actually, whatever the boss decides to do with his life, that's his issue. But my issue here is that my husband is part of a company that is obviously just they're not jumping on the lifeboat at all anytime soon, is what it sounds like.
Thank you for keeping the references going.
You're welcome. So, Emma, I would put your life vest on.
Put the life vest on, and let's find him another job. He's a fantastic real estate agent, and that is the common denominator here, not this magical agency that's about to go under.
And talk to your husband about it. And the fact that you haven't yet, I'm like, I don't know. That's interesting.
If it bothered me enough to call a national radio show, it's going to bother me enough to have a conversation with my spouse.
Yeah. So have that conversation, Emma, for sure.